Welcome to the Lee and Penny Anderson Defenders Lodge, located at the Palo Alto VA Healthcare System in Palo Alto, California. The new Defenders Lodge was made possible by the PenFed Foundation. You're standing right here in the entryway, and you'll see this is the registration desk, which resembles a hotel, and that was very intentional for the design of the building. The designer, the PenFed Foundation, the VA worked closely together in order to give the Defenders Lodge the feel of a first-class hotel.
This 52-suite facility will house over 104 beds in total, and we estimate over 15,000 patients will be using this facility on an annual basis.
In fact, this is the largest such facility in the entire VA system, serving more veterans, offering more beds than any other place in the United States.
We want to make sure that they have a place that's comfortable for them to stay, free of charge, so that they can focus on their treatment. The first room we want to share with you is the family room.
The goal of the Defenders Lodge is to create a warm and inviting space that veterans and their caregivers can feel comfortable and access quality health care and services. And there are a couple of really special details that we'd like to point out. One is a beautiful fireplace.
The idea behind this would be to feel like it's at your own house. We really wanted to push a non-institutional feel for our patients.
Here we are in the dining room, a place for patients, caregivers, friends, and family to come together and enjoy a meal. One of the key aspects of having a separate dining room, even though food will actually be provided for many of the patients by the VA hospital, is that patients and caregivers can bring in the food that they like to eat. Being able to prepare your own food, to have the foods that are familiar to you, makes a big difference in terms of how you feel about your stay and how you feel about your health.
So the glass here in the dining room is an etched art piece that was designed by the architect, and it really does provide a beautiful ambiance.
The kitchen is a state-of-the-art kitchen available to everyone staying here at the Defenders Lodge. It includes stainless steel refrigerators, dishwashers, microwaves, and a big communal area for people to prepare their food. We know that having places for people to congregate, to be together, to create relationships, and to share their own experiences creates a more welcoming, comforting, and healthy environment.
So the nice thing about this building, we actually put what we call a communicating stair, which is the stair you see here, to really integrate the two floors. Of course, if you have a handicap need, you can use the elevators.
The second floor spaces are really for the residents and the veterans and caregivers. I think this is one of the most beautiful areas of the entire building. You can see the wonderful light, the view, the easy access to the facilities across the street. This is the reading room, one of the loveliest rooms in the building. And as we mentioned downstairs, there are many public gathering spaces here intentionally at the Defenders Lodge, giving veterans and their caregivers an opportunity to congregate, to socialize, and just to have a quiet space to be outside of their room. One of the things I love about the reading room is the high quality furniture. It really adds a unique and special feel to the room.
What's really amazing about this room, you can see it's all glass.
The reading room is intended to be a quiet space for reflection, a place to come and relax, to sit, to think, to read, to use your computer, to access the free Wi-Fi that's provided here by the Palo Alto VA, to enjoy a serene and comforting environment. The activity room is a space meant to congregate. You can imagine people playing cards, watching TV, watching a sports game, playing games on their computer.
This particular room, like the other rooms throughout the building, really reinforces the intent to be able to congregate, for all the visitors to be able to talk about their stay, about their history, about their military service. Unlike a typical hotel where everyone stays in their own individual rooms, the idea here would be instead to have patients to be able to interact with each other.
And that's such an important part of overall wellness. And again, that's part of the Defenders Lodge philosophy, along with the philosophy of the Palo Alto VA, is to treat the entire veteran. So those social aspects create a much more welcoming and comforting environment, a place where people can form lifelong relationships. All of the rooms, just like you would expect, will have housekeeping on their own. But you can imagine if someone's staying here for 5, 6, 7 days, they may have their own needs, and this laundry room is available for them free of charge 24 hours a day. Here we are in one of the guest rooms, and you can see it's a beautiful hotel-like feel, exactly like we've been talking about throughout this entire tour.
We wanted to really reinforce that as you're staying here for care, when you come to this hospital, that we want the ambiance to feel like you would feel at your home.
And it has 2 wonderful double beds, ADA compliance, individual temperature control, a beautiful flat screen TV, and very high quality furniture.
You'll be issued as you arrive an individual card key.
It's not often in a hospital setting that you have actually a locking door and that the room is private. And that was a really important decision that was made.
All guest rooms have a private bathroom and shower, all ADA compliant and handicap accessible.
Donors to the Defenders Lodge have a special opportunity to name a room for a loved one or for someone they'd like to recognize who served our country.
The Defenders Lodge fulfills a critical need for the VA Palo Alto healthcare system. The Lodge provides free overnight accommodations for thousands of veterans each year.
A public-private partnership, the Lee and Penny Anderson Defenders Lodge, was made possible through private donations and the generosity of the Pentagon Federal Credit Union and the Department of Veterans Affairs.